Hello there everyone, this is I Mark 3 and welcome back to Mindustry on the scorched, harsh world of... I was going to say Erekir? No, Erekir. I'm not sure. Erekir, right, I had it right. Okay. Brain go derp, okay? Okay, good, right. Yes, welcome back to Erekir, where I think I'm going to grab these guys and actually move them back. There's no point in them being here anymore. They were just here as a reserve force, and I have need of them elsewhere. So yes, let's do that. Besides, with those diffusers added in, should be good. I've been reworking things a little bit since last time, so there's some updates to be done. Importantly, adding some diffusers here to stop enemies from walking past. You know, kind of important. Increased graphite and sand production, also important. And while I'm making all these lovely tier 2 tanks, I kind of forgot the tier 1s, and a comment actually made me think, you know what, I'll probably do that. But I have these hovercrafts as a screening unit as well. Lack of silicon. This is why I want more graphite and sand. Let's get this stuff up first. Right, so, comments. First, I should probably apologise. I mean, looking at these comments has made me realise it's been 11 episodes. 11 episodes? No, if it had been 11 episodes since I last did an episode, that would have been amazing. No. 11 days since my last Erekir. I'm sorry. Real life just gets that better of me sometimes, and that's kind of how it goes every once in a while. I think I'm doing a bit better now. Though I admit I almost recorded another part of Series 3 on the main planet rather than this one. It's like a bit of a whoopsie moment there. Okay, good. Flows of sand, good. Extra graphite, good. Still not enough to quite max it out, but... Oh no, we're maxing out the sand line now. Which is the main thing, because now we're getting a lot of tasty silicon going. Good. Produce all the stuff. So yeah, apologies for that. I kind of got into the road zone on Series 3. I actually, after the last part of S3, I did an idle time base on a map that claimed it was hard. I won. Shocker, I know, but yeah. Just checking to make sure I wasn't priority shifting and not it's a router shift. But mainly it's making new units. Making ships, making mechs, yep. These two are going to be tank fabs, just feeding off from this area here. You can see the spare tanks just waiting for the upgrade. So, moving on. Comments. I said comments. I will do comments. Someday, maybe, possibly, kind of, sort of. So, got 2 comments from Senko Santhakitsune. 4209. No, not Sanko. Senko. Senko Santhakitsune. So, first one is Mindustry. Hug. I hate how many stopped playing. I'm just glad you even play. New tanks. Yay. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted. That's part of the reason I was hesitating. My mental state is still a little bit on the wobbly side. So, right. I don't really stop playing. I think I've said it a couple of times before, but Mindustry is one of those games where I like it a lot. It combines tower defense, factory. It now has some RTS elements stronger than it used to as well with the update the Erekir came out with. So that's all good. Come on, Silicon, curse you. But it's one that I keep coming back to. I may flake on it a little bit sometimes. I've never really touched the multiplayer aspect of it, but it is one that I do like. Curse you, Power Grid. Curse you, Power Grid. I need better power options ASAP. Oh dear. But then San the Kitsune goes on with another comment, which is, oh yeah, use a fodder wave and a tier 3 in the back, and then a payload to the tier 1 ship. Unfortunately, I don't have tier 3s. I do have these lovely tier 2s, and that's also why I called the Iloons back as well. Get a couple of extra tier 1s in the 4. I don't want to throw my tier 1 mechs at it, really, because I need those guys to... I need to realign that. Because I need those guys to attack one of the enemy cores. In fact, I might as well do that now. You three, I want you guys to actually rally, I guess here, now. So they're going to be my fodder wave. The tier 2s are going to roll in behind them. And I've got the mechs ready to go on the other base. Thanks to the suggestion of the fodder wave is what reminded me to start doing some tier 1 tanks as well, because I hadn't been doing them. I'll tell these two to go down here as well and join these guys. Yeah. Let's go down there. You guys are fodder. The big boys are coming back. Right. Next comment. Lucas Ellis, who commented on the Series 3 video before last. Another tip. Don't put multiple impact drills on deposits that size, because the more tiles the drill covers, it will mine faster, and with more resources in each batch, plus massive reduction in water and power consumption. That's a fair point. I think I got into the habit of... I lost a drill and forgot. I got into the habit of, like, spraying them out because for a while there I was used to, like, putting down the drills on the main planet, and then it's like, every patch of resource gives you X amount, so more patches, more mining rate, yay. But after your comment, I actually had a look again, and I noticed there is actually a slight increase. So I'm thinking that's what you mean, like a slight increase in the total mining rate for more patches covered by a single drill. So this is just like to cover this entire patch completely. Yeah, some of the drills aren't very efficient, but it's doing something at least. But that said, the other part of your comment though, less power, less water, that is so tempting. You are loaded, yes, just making sure. But anyway, let's get this going while I'm going. So, land units, walkers, ho! There are a number of defences, but that's not too bad. They will probably do a number on my guys though. Because lastly, there is a big comment from Happy Hafer as well. But let's knock over one more core before we do that. I think I want to go this way. Have I accidentally gone straight to the core? No, I don't think I have. Of course, they're over there somewhere, I think. Because that's a wall. There's the core. Go into the light, my friends. There we go. Ooh. I think that was their builder units. Okay, cool. But yeah, we had the forces already. We can't quite afford a core, but we will be able to in a moment. Right. So, I was expecting more resistance. Happy Afer. Oh, so you're a fellow TD fan. I guess I could have guessed that from your previous comments about Turling. Yeah, I mean, my friends didn't like me on Command & Conquer 3 and Supreme Commander because I would just build incredibly robust base defenses on those and then convert from Total Steamroller and go, haha, splat. The two friends I played with on Xbox 360 at the time who played those games with me, to make it a fair fight, they had to fight 2-on-1. That was which strokes my ego, I must admit. I think I've mentioned this every once in a while, but it's like, yeah, they had to 2-on-1 me usually to have a decent fight. But that was good times, good times. I miss those days. Simpler times, easier times, better times. About Brilliant being a major stopping point on the map, that's the case on multiple maps. Yeah, that is true. From what I've seen so far, every map seems to have a shortage of something, be it water, energy, building resources, space, or time. Though it's mostly beryllium, tungsten, and energy. Energy is a constant. I don't like the energy. But yeah, there always seems to be something kind of doing that. I'll hold off on that for now because I want to actually go and get combat units. I will, however, send in some reinforcements, I suppose. Good on them. So, This planet is much more scripted content, though. I guess that's part of it. It's like the maps are much more restricted because that helps to funnel the narrative, I guess you could say. Come on out, big boys. It's a shame the screen doesn't shake when this is going on, and they've all got stuck, of course. Come on. There we go. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Right. Moving on. About the bridge auto-connect being a limitation of the engine. The other planet manual connection ability for bridges, so that's not the case. Yeah, it's like one of those cases of another brain derp. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Kind of thing. Come on. Stop getting stuck. Get out of... Defense is supposed to get the enemy stuck, not me. I think it's you that's the problem. Okay, come on. Back up. I think this is also probably why gates are a good idea. Except for the fact the problem is actually buildings and defences. And I've got a couple of bots in there, I'll leave them be. Tungsten large, tungsten wall, blast door, there we go. So we can actually put down some gates to let them through a wall, but the turret packing... Actually, this would be a good spot for a gate over here. So yeah, also connecting the bridges, yeah, that's fine. Storage venting ozone. For Erekir, venting is not necessary. The buildings will still continue producing even if some of their storage of liquids or gases are full. I kind of like the effect of the venting, but yeah, let's pull that off and just let it do its thing as more tanks roll out. I don't know, maybe it looks a bit more industrial, I think is how I feel about that one. Like, having a bit more is good. So, maybe. Otherwise, steam turbines will stop producing power when the water tanks is full, but they don't. Fair point. It's always interesting how different you do little things. On the map I currently do, I always go counterclockwise to destroy left base first, let you go right and attack the core without any hesitation, before you even explore the whole accessible map. Makes no difference, I suppose, but it's interesting to see nonetheless. Actually, I blame you for that one. If I'm going to be entirely honest. I blame you for that one. My reasoning on that, I still remember, is as follows. Based on your previous comments on earlier videos, I stopped doing research. Sorry, research? I guess revealing the map is research. It's researching the terrain. But I stopped doing that with radar towers because, you know, power and building infrastructure. And on your advice, I started building eludes because really fast, really cheap. And because of that, I had eludes basically ready to go before anything else. And it's like, this base requires eludes to attack. I have eludes. Go forth and blow things to pieces. Go forth and create pretty fireworks. That's basically what it works out as. Ooh, look at those lasers. I like that. I like that. They may only be tier 2s, but they are awesome on the attack. They're very distinctive as well, which I quite like. Yeah, just focus all that down. The tier 1s are absorbing the fire, which is, as suggested, they're basically dead now. There's still plenty of tier 1. Let's go for the core. Aha! Atlas has been acquired. Take that. I like those tier 2s. Sure, they're tanks. They're kind of slow. They struggle with narrow gaps, apparently. But they are pretty nice. Pretty snazzy. Me likey. Laser tanks get Iron Mark 3 steel upgrade. Aha. Now, the next question is, what should I do from here? This is normally where I'd stop and rebuild everything, but let's see. Any tech unlocked? Anything we can get? We can get reinforced payload routers. Don't care. Resource vaults requires thorium. That's from bleed over from the other planets. Don't really care. Oh, there's another bleed over case there. Surge alloy convert. Surge conveyors moves in batches. Oh, that's not something I've come across before. Moves in batches. Can be sped up with power. Another drain of power. Excellent. Um, that might be an issue for power routing. Also, Surge Alloy Wars. But yeah, nothing new in here just from taking this place. So I'll claim this core. Then I am slightly pressed for time in recording this one, as it turned out. I wound up recording when I have work to get to later. So that's something. Are you still active? Probably not. No, you're not. Okay. Just making sure I have reveal of all the map before I leave. I do. Good. So I can there's a gap there. I can unify all the power grids except for this one and the original power base. So let's go ahead and launch to splits. Oh, no, there's another one. Basin. Split or basin? Split or basin? High threat or low threat? I don't think it's low threat. Let's go to low threat. This is turning into more of a stream of consciousness kind of thing. Minimum presence sector makes it perfect for testing new transport tech. Insufficient resources to launch. Okay. I guess I do need the stuff. Actually, I can turn off unit production. Let's go do that. So that silicon is routing straight into the core. There we go. And a slight lack of stand, but they are operating pretty well. It's just also the lack of power. But without silicon, unit production will stop. That'll stop consuming power. It'll all be good. Yes, it'll be good. It'll be good. Maybe. But I must also unify the power grid. The power grid must be brought back to the fore. Give me a moment. That'll do it. We have more power. We have the steam ducts coming in now to connect all of the lovely water. So that is all good. Right. We also, in that short time, we built up the silicon we need to launch. So let's go ahead and do the launchy launch. Launch. And it was basin, build units quickly to capture the enemy cores, gain a foothold, or split. Yeah, let's go with split just for now. So off we go. Must admit though, there are a couple of okay, there's a slag, beryllium, all sorts of stuff. Nice. You must acquire some tungsten to build units. Why must I acquire tungsten to just build? Oh, hello. Wait, I've got multiple cores. Some blocks can be picked up by the core units. Pick up this container and place it onto the payload loader. What? Payload loader? Oh, right. Do I need to be... Payload mass drivers. The heck are those? Oh! Ooh! That is cool, actually. Also, it's a way to get past big mountains. I like it. I like it very much. Okay. That's the other reason I was tempted to do the other one, by the way. It's because... What are you carrying? What are you even carrying? You're carrying tungsten. Oh, that's not even a core. That's just a drill site. Right. I see. Let's actually get this thing in then, I guess. But yeah, I was tempted to do that because I am looking to try and get mass driver tech on the other planet as well. I'm just not quite remember where to get it. But it is my next thing because the mass conveyor lines are getting to be an issue on some type maps, so, you know, I have to be careful. Anyway, moving on. Units was transported to the other side of the wall. Place 2 payload mass drivers, 1 on each side of the wall. Set up the link by pressing one of them, then selecting the other. So I need to set up some more. They do look very nice, though. Thump. Thump. Right, where do I find these guys? There we go, payload mass driver. Easy, easy, easy. Load liquid and items into blocks. Or constructor. Fabricate structures up to 2... What? What's this fabricator? Sorry, constructor. Fabricate structures. Can I just pick up and place structures with that? Fabricate structures up to 2 by 2 tiles in size. Interesting. Anyway, moving on. I apologise for clearing my throat. It is kind of cold. Payload mass drivers. Silicon and that. All right. They need power, obviously. But yeah, mentioning other stuff. The other day I actually did my first live stream. No, build it. Systems contain units of transport using a payload. Transport using a payload mass driver. Place a unit fabricator adjacent to a mass driver to load them, then send them across the wall to attack the enemy base. Oh, is the enemy base only on this side? Okay, so left click set that up. You're all good. But to produce... I need to produce units on this side and send them across. That's going to be interesting. Also, there's a lack of... Give me your radar. Also, a slight lack of power, but I suspect if I need to do that, then there's not really much to reveal, is there? No, there is not. Yeah. Get rid of him. Anyway, interesting. Also slightly troubling, but okay. Let's go ahead and try and get some stuff set up. Right, got a little bit of a setup. Nothing much, just I really wish that it had given me more power tech, but it hasn't. So this base is ultimately limited in what I can do with it. I have like 100 odd spare power, so that's a bit for some more drills and stuff, but not enough to go bonkers with anything. But what I'm testing right now, though, is I want to make a unit, then I'm going to... Because units can get grabbed by conveyors, I'm going to put it on a conveyor. Apparently not. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. Better cancel you right away. Okay, so that was something I was thinking of from the other planet. How do I kill a unit, though? Or am I just permanently stuck there? I guess I'm just permanently stuck there. Okay, so can't do that. Also, something I noticed is I'm actually limited to just bot construction in terms of units. So mech fab is all I've got right now. So we're going to deal with that. But with the payload conveyors, that'll load straight onto there. Shame I can't do that with you, but Maybe I need a payload loader to do that. It won't cost. It'll cost nothing to try, I suppose. Just need to unlock it. Liquids and items onto things. Unloader does the opposite. I was looking around and as I said, didn't really find much of anything, but I guess I'll pick up the reinforced one for completeness. And that's it in terms of tech right now. So. Can't set an output for that, but I think a payload conveyor will do the trick. Oh, there's an enemy base down there apparently. So are you going to do the thing? I'm going to find out in a sec. Anyway, what I was saying before, I've mentioned it a couple of times in the past, but something that was coming up was Ixion, a kind of Frostpunk-ish very nice. Very nice. Okay. Just need to get a bunch more of those going, I suppose. But yeah, Ixion is kind of like Frostpunk, as in it's like a settlement survival kind of thing, except you are in a semi-mobile space station, and you're trying to survive in space, and your ship is falling apart, and your people are being unruly, and you got to keep them under control, and all that good stuff, you know, things like that. There's also one I stumbled across literally in the last few days called Zombie Labs, where it's a zombie survival game, but you're also working to cure the zombies. But while you're curing the zombies, you might as well put them to work. So you're also recruiting the zombies into your workforce and keeping them contained, for, I suppose, is the better way to do it. So it's a bit of an interesting twist on that. That one's in early access, Ixion's full release. I'm thinking of doing content of both of those pretty soon. I mean, I did a stream of Ixion on its launch day for like 4 hours. I died eventually, but I learned a lot about the game, a lot more than the demo ever showed me. Anyway, let's put in some. No, they'd just cross-contaminate if I did that. Yeah, let's do it like that. Some overflow ducts there and there. So yeah, I did that. Recent stream, if you want to check it out. But I think I'll do some commenting on that. And on the zombie survival game I just mentioned. I'm sorry, I'm getting slightly distracted now. It's like, I am Mark V getting distracted? No, that never happens. But I'm still trying to find my equilibrium a little bit. Oops. Then you go across to there. You go across to there. And these will be not overflow, underflow ducts this time. There we go. There's of course the unfortunate habit of these things having like double the resources required, so enough to resources to build 2 units stored before they move on. So I may adjust that to just even distribution. But we're getting some units going. So let's round this episode out. Let's go ahead and find some more stuff, because there is another base somewhere nearby. Enemy tower. Right. Oh, it says there's 1 enemy core. Okay. Can I just... Are you really the only enemy core? Really? Okay. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. Just explore here for completeness. It did say this was a nice, easy map just for testing something out, so I guess I can't fault it for that. And that was it. New sector controlled, I guess. Well, it was in the description. I must give it that. So let's go ahead and just get that new core down there, and we have ourselves a thing. One thing I think I kind of want is... Let me just deal with unit production real quick. There we go. I could use something like the... I wanted to say spirits again. The guys that help you build stuff on the other planet. Some of those would be useful because some of these buildings do take a bit to do. But yeah. Then again, the limited scope of these maps compared to the others probably means not going to get that. Or at least not going to get that for quite a while. Though there is that constructor, which I did do, but then I didn't mention. So I guess I'll just touch on that real quick. But the constructor actually allows me to build 2x2 buildings. And I'm guessing I can just pick them up and fly them to places. So maybe pre-building wall segments or stuff like that. Because walls were in the list of stuff it could do. Just give me a sec to scrap this stuff out. Bye-bye. Right, okay, right. Oh, look at that little army just there. Shame it's got nothing to do. Right, so this is the constructor. I can build liquid containers, reinforced containers, beam nodes, and tungsten large walls, not small walls. So there are some limits to this. Beam node is a 1x1 though. Everything else is like 2x2s. I also checked, and it's the exact same thing as the reinforced container we could already build. So that's the same one. I can just pick it up and feed it into these guys to do that. But if I tell it to build a wall, it demands beryllium. Let's reinstall the router just here. But instead I am going to... So, actually, can we pick up a standard wall? I don't think there's anything special here. I mean, it just half loads it. Then I can just fly around with it. Okay, sure. And then just drop it wherever. So that should... And there's another wall there. Okay. That does avoid needing to build it. They aren't a massive investment, but it does take a bit. That said, though, build time 2.4 seconds. Tungsten walls take 3 seconds. Nothing massive there, except for the fact you'll have the stuff pre-built, so you can just drag and drop it wherever you want. Not quite sure what I'd do with that. I mean, you can't put it into these things, can you? Can you? No, containers only. Hey, it was worth a try, seeing if I could throw walls around with my my mass drivers. But anyway, yeah, I need to get rolling though. So, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Slightly more fractured episode this, I feel, but we got some stuff done. We finished Atlas. We came to this map. We discovered the mass driver technology, which is probably going to be quite useful on some maps going forward. I mean, it does let us get resources and things past mountains. And units if we build them and load them directly, but... I don't think a payload loader only works for items and liquids. It doesn't work for units. So I'm not sure how I can load an existing unit onto a mass driver. Because they're kind of packed up in condensed form on the conveyors and then off they go. But anyway, enough of that. I'm rambling a bit. I need to go. So, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps out the channel, and gives me those virtual head pats I oh so crave. But until next time, I'll see you all later. This sector is basically giving me free resources for research. I'm okay with that.